Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.
It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Tonight, let us make them remember we are not afraid!
No fear, no fear, no fear, even though we got a lot of reason to be, but we decide, Dad, I'd rather not, because, we got a lot of things that we can do, and the worse the news gets, the more that, it just really emphasizes how correct our perspective is and the need to take action, because when you start worrying about something, what does that mean? It means it's time to do something. So this is what we're doing. One of the things is, walletvoting.com, you go there, and we just now starting to populate the site there. It's like a special edition of Freedom's Phoenix, and we're starting to populate the site with, just some information and what's going on, some artwork and logos and all that kind of stuff. Now, we have featured RTR.org, Restore the Republic, Gary Franchi's thing, and it's a social network. It's like a Facebook for activists, and it's an amazing site, and it's kind of a plug-in thing that they found and customized and put in there. Boom shakalaka! It gives us the opportunity to be able to have our own Facebook without them turning it off, because that's what they do. Now, what we've done is Nick Barnett, he designed Wallet Voting, this logo up here, to look like, we talked about it, how would we do it, and what, then we wanted to be in the agorist, voluntarist kind of, idea, and the voluntarist logo that they had on the front of Marv, the Liberty on Tour van, RV, I talked to Pete Iron, I said, Pete, do you mind if we kind of yeah, whatever, So we did this because it just goes right hand in hand with what's going on. It's all about voluntary interaction. So we chose the logo to kind of favor that. Now, one of the things that he did is this. It is junk silver applications for your smartphone. Now, a lot of people don't like the term junk silver. They go, it's not junk, man. It's uncirculated or old circulated or whatever the heck they want to call it. So what we've done is, if you're at the gun show and you want to have a transaction in silver, well, you need to know what the current spot price is and how many of what combination of these old coins would make the transaction. So what they did is they created, and I already loaded it on my Droid. Okay. Now I'm gonna make the attempt to show you here on the camera in studio, so you go to the YouTube so you can see it work. And what they do is you just click on, you go to the market and you look for silver calculator. Now let me go ahead and I'll hold this up so you guys can see it. Now the logo is there on this side of the screen. Let me see if I can push it. Bing. And there it goes. It comes up. It has the spot price of silver, And it gives, what coins how many could you just start tapping them. And I'll see if I can do it here so you can see it. You just tap, I get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I go, what dollar amount does that make? So I'm going, wow, man, this is cool. So this is the talent that we have in the movement. Excuse me. These people just go, we need to have, boom, done. It's on a smartphone. You're going up to a vendor, and he just goes, or you have it yourself, pull it out of your pocket, and you go, ding, 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 ding. You need 5 dimes, 1 quarter, and 2 half dollars. There you go. Done. Give me my stuff. Oh, and I get a discount. So that's what we're working on right not later. We went Saturday down there to the gun show in Tucson. Now, there was a lot of media there. I mean, they definitely wanted to talk to Bob, the owner of Crossroads, and he'll be on the show Friday afternoon. And we only get him for a half hour. He's really busy, but he's always been really gracious with us over the years. Because keep in mind, during the 90s, when the BATF is just going after any and everybody, they didn't like the libertarians none too much. Our safe Second Amendment is for everyone, and all our efforts and our initiatives and us being buttheads and raffling off 50 calibers and all that kind of stuff, to make a point. We were educating people on various different things. Well, the other gun shows, a lot of times they were like, oh, yeah, we don't know them. We're all NRA and Republican. Well, even though I'm sure he's, leans to NRA and Republican kind of thing, he was very open to our principle and that we weren't compromisers. And he's like, look, man, as long as you don't cause hassles, you can be over there and power to the people. So he's always been a very gracious host, and we're very encouraged by working with them. We don't have to do anything. You can be buying, selling. No. We're just going to be going with 90% silver coins, and who wants to take it as a coupon? Because it only says a dime. It only says a quarter. It only says a half dollar. It's 50 cents. What kind of discount do I get when I do this? How much money do I really save? I give you a $5 quarter, 90% silver quarter. Do I get $10 off? Do I make an extra $5 and you get silver and you get a customer? Get it? And then how's that taxed? It's a quarter. So I'm going, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, bad guys aren't going to like this one. But it's an educational process. Along with Silver Circle, the movie, we see this all coming. I've been waiting for 7-8 years for this to happen. But I'm a long-term thinker. I knew it was going to happen. It was math. There was no getting around it. And a lot of people, they're always saying, well, when the people wake up and when they this and they philosophically come to, no, Pasha Roberts made that very point. They need to see what inflation does to a society. They need to see it. Once they see it and then they start to feel it and they see the progression where this is going to go in a movie that's going to be entertaining and informative, when that happens, they're going to be faced with decisions that they got to make. Now, what we're going to do when we come back, there's a bunch of stories on Freedom's Phoenix about this very thing. I mean, food prices are shooting up, commodities, countries are falling and going and back and forth, and dictators and police actions and on and on and on and on. It's always the bad news. Well, we knew this was going to happen. How afraid do we have to be? And I'm just, just stay out of the way of the dying dinosaur's tail. L. Neil Smith used to put it that way. He goes, look, man, the state is a dying dinosaur. All you got to do is stay out of the way of the tail. There's no saving it. It's in cardiac arrest, slinging around death throes. They'll go walking up to it, try to count coup on it or something, going, and I touched the dinosaur. Just get away. Just let it go. But what do we do after? Silver Circle, that's after. Wallet voting, that's after. RTR.org give us the communication ability. Special editions on Freedom's Phoenix and Freedom's Phoenix. More information, a way to communicate. This radio show. Man, we got it going on. Bad guys don't like it. Nope, don't like it at all. Oh, yeah, today I just got here like 11, something like that, and I was outside cleaning out my car, and it was kind of a mess and so on. So I just, put it in plastic bags. I probably wasn't going to be as thorough until right behind me, like 10 feet away, pulled up a police SUV. They just parked there. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. They want to park here. I don't care. I mean, they were obviously wanting me to pay attention to them or something or whatever. I don't know why they were there. I mean, they were parked. They weren't in a parking space or anything. They were just right there, assuming I was just busy. I had a heck with them. I kind of figured out maybe what it was about. Well, we have a lot of guys, the Phoenix Police know, that are going down doing the we fed your parking meter so you don't feed the state. But Morpheus here, an activist, he went out last week and they put up a sign. You know, one is today's legislators, tomorrow's problems or something down at the legislature. Then they went on the other side. It says 9/11 was an inside job. Well, on the way back, you know, they went ahead and put it on a freeway overpass during rush hour. And as they're loading it up and going, a police officer came up. Morpheus made a video about it. Is this a voluntary interaction? Well, am I under arrest? Do I have to be here? Well, if you don't want to talk to me, okay, fine. And he just leaves. Well, the officer didn't like that none too much. And he had a bunch of, he had his bottom lip full of tobacco. So it didn't really make him look good. And my daughter came in, and she, you know, the producer, Sierra, she comes up and she says, what are they doing here? I don't know. She goes, that guy kind of looks like that guy in the video. Probably. You know, I wasn't even looking. Don't even pay attention. I just, you know, it's just the way it is. Well, we're just not afraid. We'll be right back. This is Ernest Hancock. I'm publisher of freedomsphoenix.com and the radio talk show host of Declare Your Independence. Now, I want to give you my personal endorsement of a wealthy U.S. citizen that is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He's produced a video for you. It's a real eye-opener, and I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to watch it. www.endofamerica, the numbers 1 and 7.com. Endofamerica17.com. This video has the history of how we got where we are now and where we're going and why. Now, it's a lengthy video. It'll be about 20 minutes, but you need to watch this so you understand what's going to happen to this country and how you can protect your wealth and even benefit financially. Now, you go there. It's free. I want you to watch this video. You need to have this information so that you can survive the economic collapse that's coming to America. It's not if, it's when. That's End of America, the numbers 1 and 7.com. After you watch it, you'll understand why I endorse it.